Disgusting. What were we doing? Labyrinth. Oh. I lost the balcony. There were two sides here. Lost Balcony was the other. One was Shelidor's Maze. I'm much more interested in Shelidor's Maze. Some kind of a great wizard from the past. I'm hoping it's mage related, as far as at least loot is concerned. Or maybe we get more Shelidor's writings. It wouldn't be useful, but better than nothing. You lost your axe. Back. I really like that I can use illusion spells on everything. You really don't need anything else as far as comp is concerned. Certain enemies like dragons are still going to be immune no matter what, but for most of this, that's really all you need. It's sort of relevant because now we can basically legendary everything else. We can always have that one fallback to. It's not like you even have to let them finish their fighting, it's just you can totally disrupt their concentrated attack coming after you. They're just mixing it with each other, and that's it. Take your time blasting away. Still, it makes a lot of sense to try to spread our capabilities a little bit. Bound weapons. What the hell is that? One soul for us. Yeah, we need a massive amount of soul gems. Build up soul gems. So this is bad.
Fus Roda!
Ho ho ho. Suck on that, son of a bitch. No. That could have been bad. A creature of that power using a bow, probably instant death for us at the moment. And that's it. Okay, more of them. Where's the dead body? Ebony arrows, ebony bow, ebony greatsword. Ebony seems to be the theme at this point. Skyrim. So this was it. Okay, very, very small site really. It's not cleared yet though. I must have missed something. I'm pretty sure I got the main treasure chest out of it, but what did I miss? It could be that there's a quest coming here at some point. It end. I don't know what we could have missed. I didn't go here. Maybe there's an enemy alive here or something. I'm not sure how these things are being tracked. Yep. Oh. Dwarven's shield. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that's cleared. So, might as well go directly to Shellydore's maze. It seemed like the more interesting place anyhow. At least potentially. Another outdoors area. Seem to enter directly into the mountainside, so this is a bit surprising. Enter twice, exit only once. Alteration will lead you to destruction. Only illusion shows the way to restoration. Conjure not, but be conjured instead. Okay. Staff of Mage Light, Repulsion, Fear, Fireballs. Right. Enter twice, exit once. So it is quite literally a maze. See a few hostiles inside. Exactly surprising. The rats. There might be something more, but looks to be at least rats. Nothing dangerous.
Wound!
Rats. Okay, there's another entrance. There's another exit, enter twice, exit once. So use both gates to enter, but only leave one. So you go into a gate, do your business, I guess. Glass. Oh, word of power. I don't really get the purpose of the maze. I mean, the word of power is not in the maze. You don't have to go into the maze. Get it, so what's the maze for? I'm gonna get I'm gonna get the word of power at least. Worry about the main maze seems to be the thing here. Run, dismay. Another fear ability? And the weak shall fear the tomb and flee in terror. Is that a worthwhile use of your dragon souls? I mean, a simple fear ability? I guess the big problem is it even emphasizes the weak shall fear your tomb, so the weak in general are not the problem in any way. Maybe when you have all the word power, it is truly a powerful ability. Okay, what was the alteration spell? Mage Light. I want to see if we can use these. We can use our own spells instead of the marked staves. Staves are just a luxury. Shutters. Not sure if there's any point in opening the shutters, but enter twice, exit once. Seems to imply that we can come back here again. So let's try to do as much as possible. They do seem to open up lines. Maybe it's important once you have all them open. Maybe it's pointless. Point being, since I don't know, I'm opening them all. I've no reason not to open them, and every reason to believe that they could be somehow relevant. This really isn't a maze. It's just a tunnel. There's no possible way for you to make a wrong turn, so it's not a maze, really. That's the summoning thing. We don't have a summon spell of any sort. So my guess is when we activate all the 4 other things, we can come here and the summon gate thing has been activated. So it'll lead us somewhere else. Right. What was the illusion spell? Fear or Fury? Potion? Repulsion. What was it? I don't recall anymore. I'm going to assume it's Fury. We'll see if there's going to be a reaction. Porker Tusk. Ooh. I know, keep it open. Bloody rags. Emerald, garnet, amethyst. Sunly Ice Ray. That could have potentially been dangerous. Liminal Bridges. Conjuration 76. Centurion Dynamo Core. Quite sure if we have any use for it, but I'll take it. One extra piece of crap in some kind of storage and container isn't gonna make much of a difference. Spell book, heal others. Yeah, know it. Poultry. All affected undead up to level 4 bleed. Deter. Lesser undead or repel. Well, this is it, I guess. Pile of conjuration.
The challenger is near. You cannot escape me.
Remora burns. Well, it was a challenge of conjuration, wasn't it? Can't actually conjure anything here.
You return. There you are, weakling.
What the fuck is happening? Yeah, I need to run. I didn't think what's happening. A lot of fire coming out when I did that. Flame action. Anything else? Didn't seem like a normal flame action, though, did it? Bit more flame than usually. I don't think it's technically a summoned creature. It's, if we kill it, it'll stay dead there. Jadra Heart. Diadem of the Savant. Spells in all schools cost less magic to cast. Well, that sounds nice, but the value is so low that the effect probably isn't that great. What do we have now? More of Kai. Generation rate. Well, with this we could see our face again. 5% reduction. It's no good. It's just fine, but not everything requires cost reduction as badly. So just being able to reduce the cost of everything is not all that useful. Still, it's a good item. Better than I actually expected from this. Oh shit. It's not over yet. We have a frost one. Or do we have other monstrosities waiting for us? That's it. So maybe we could have had an astronaut face off with the guy. Still not quite sure. Trying to fight the fight on his terms would have been a good idea. Oh, sweet Jesus. Thought there was a storm atronach coming right at me. Hostile one. Okay. This was a properly interesting place with useful loot. But what next? Well, we have a lot of little things. We have basically visited like one city. I mean, visited the city in a way that we've talked to people around it. We haven't talked to the steward or the jarl in Riften still. Haven't talked to the thieves guild. So a lot of little crap you can do all over the place. I don't think I want to do anything too big at the moment. Ooh, unusual gem. That reminds me, we do need to get rid of some of the equipment in the group. But I think the last time we visited Whiterun temporarily, the Halls of the Dead, I need to go back there.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Well, I'm never.
You're someone who can get things. The finest weapons and armor.
The finest.
Don't forget to check in the shop
Yeah,
if you
we're
need
collecting money for a proper training session. Not sure what it would be though. Can't be really destruction, conjuration, or illusion. They're too high up. Oh, restoration, alteration, I guess. It'll still be fairly expensive. I'm not sure if it. Well, we probably could train
Hello,
those
friend.
to
Take a
high
look.
skills even higher. The cost, but well, the effect wouldn't matter much, and the cost would be ridiculous.
Thank you very much for your business.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Maybe some other time I'll reveal your destiny. Tea leaves, palm reading.
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store.
Ooh, maybe Treped.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms, I know I made the right choice.
What? Ooh. Train one-handed weapons. What were you two arguing about?
My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room.
You need help fighting it?
I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you.
As you say.
Maybe you'd like to try the Orca, or
If you find that sword,
Come to chat with an old woman?
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
You mentioned trading caravans.
Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them.
Why not?
Reputation mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is.
Okay. What do you know of the Khajiit?
About the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. Farewell.
fresh from the wilds.
I ain't done nothing.
Are you always drunk?
Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on.
Cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
Argonian ale. I can almost
That is
taste
the
it.
best argument ever.
Sure, what?
Come
Do you get to
on.
the cloud
Life's
district
hard
very
enough
often?
with all these men
What am I
propositioning me.
saying? Of
But
course you
that
don't.
bard is the worst.
Get a lot of attention from men.
You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single.
Few seconds for myself.
They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind.
For a jarl.
Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl.
Someone giving you trouble.
That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Ha!
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
What if I talk to him?
If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
Oh, okay. What do you have for sale?
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Food. Could have just said food. Not really interested in food. Hmm.
Had enough of fish and fowl.
What about survival mode? That doesn't really make sense in a Skyrim
Remember,
type of game
fresh
anyway.
fruit and vegetables every day.
It's a bit more appropriate if you have the
Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather?
you live in a full type of environment where such things should be there should be some difficulty in basic survival. Here it doesn't really make sense. You could include some kind of a need for sleep and eating, but doesn't particularly make any sense. Doesn't really add anything. There's no survival theme really. Yeah. Usual gem. That's what I spotted.
You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools. I spend so much time among the dead, I sometimes forget how much I miss the company of the living.
Right. Temple of Kinneret. Any
Looking for my
missions?
husband is... Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and politics, and treat their women like cattle. God's bless you, healer.
Need something?
Nothing of interest here.
Need something? Alright then.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn
Lucia
Guard.
has to be an
Vampire hunters or
orphan,
something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
but as long as we don't have the bedroom wing installed, we can't even attempt to adopt anyone.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Tell me about this tree.
This is the Gildergreen. It was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kinnereth could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. They built the temple. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days.
What's so special about the tree?
To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo.
Is there any way to revive the tree?
I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal.
What kind of a weapon would work?
Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself.
I'll get Nettlebane for you.
Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Blessings of nature.
Talos is the true God of man, ascended from flesh.
You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos.
Why was Talos worship outlawed?
Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right, I said coward. Oh yes, he agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it
The White Gold Concordat.
Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos.
Aren't you worried you'll be arrested?
Ah, let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips, his voice in my throat.
Okay.
The very idea is inconceivable.
You have something useful to say.
Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of the voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber Septim. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life. When he ascended to the heavens, he was made Lord of the Divines. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject. Today,
So you're
they
in no
take
way
away
useful
your
to me.
faith. But what of tomorrow? What then?
We definitely haven't spoken to a few people. But we might as well go to Dragon's Reach, talk to people here, sell the staffs we gathered up, and see any point storing them.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the Jarl. And don't you forget.
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment I don't take my duties as seriously as the Jarl himself takes his.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taken to fight to the
One of the new
Stormcloaks.
servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Why is the keep called Dragon's Reach?
That is an old tale, but well known to those of us who serve in the keep. Long ago, there lived a mighty hero of the Nords, Olaf One-Eye. Olaf did battle with a fearsome dragon named Numenex. The struggle between Olaf and the dragon culminated in a mighty duel atop Mount Anthor, with Olaf the victor. Olaf returned in triumph to Whiterun. By his decree, the city's keep was rebuilt as a prison for Numenex, and so, from that time until this, our great keep has been called Dragon's Reach. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
I talk to you.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess them.
Doubt you have anything really useful. So just buy my horrible things. You don't have the money for it.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Do nothing interesting to diligence. Well, we got a few new soul gems out of the previous adventure. Nothing much. It's the problem that we don't have soul gems. We have 21 common, Dark Souls, Greater and Grand, Scissors and Petty. But we have the empty room, so we just need to fight more. Okay.
Be glad you're here in the city and not out in Riverwood.
Anything minor we could easily wrap up. Spoke to Mikael about Carlotta, Steel Argonian Ale. They're both in the city, we wouldn't have to go anywhere. I think I'll end it at that. Not sure what to go after next. I think we're reaching a point where I do have to want to start something something proper. Maybe Dawn Guard.
I worry about the other settlements in the hole.
Doesn't particularly matter. They both take me here, right?
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorold. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive.
Of course he is.
Those battle-born, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face.
How do you know they're lying?
It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
Spare a coin for a fellow Nordic.
I'll follow you later. We need to steal something, we need to talk to some son of a bitch.
Let me know if you need anything.
This is an
Take a seat
ode
by
to
the fire.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff?
I'll get back to you.
For the age of aggression.
Participate in a drinking contest.
If you're looking for a challenge,
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
How about no?
Need anything else? Just let me know.
Did you know some Alakir warriors are looking for a red guard woman?
Are you sure? Oh no. They found me? I need your help, please. Come with me. I need to speak to you privately. Quickly, come with me.
Of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us
Mikael
dies.
is a much better bard than the one we have in our house.
But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Where did you learn to play?
There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a headmistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband.
Investigate the Bard's College. You need to leave Carlotta Valentia alone.
Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet.
Stop this nonsense.
Maybe you're right. I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't handle one Nord lass. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again.
Well, that's easy.
It's the leaving that's hardest, I know.
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds.
Okay. You must really love to fight.
The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth. Good. Chat time's over.
So, are you working with them? You think you can take me? You so much as touch me and you're going to lose them.
Not here. I told you to meet me in Riverwood.
Would you mind we're having a conversation here?
So the Alakir know where I am? What do they offer you? Gold? How many more of them are coming? Tell me.
They asked me to find you. That's it.
You can't tell them. Please, I need your help and there isn't anyone I can trust here in the city.
What do you want?
I am not the person that the people of Whiterun think I am. My real name is Eamon. I am a noble of House Suda in Hammerfell. The men who are looking for me, the Alakir, they are assassins in the employ of the Aldmeri Dominion. They wish to exchange my blood for gold. I need you to root them out and drive them away before they find me and drag me back to Hammerfell for an execution.
How am I supposed to get rid of them?
They're mercenaries, only in it for the money. They're led by a man named Kamatu. Get rid of him, and the rest will scatter. I don't dare show my face, lest they recognize me, so you'll have to find out where they are.
Any suggestions as how to find them?
I heard one of them was just arrested trying to sneak into the city. If he's locked up in the jail, perhaps you can get it out of him. Please, I know I'm asking you to do something difficult, maybe even dangerous, I just don't know who else I can trust.
Why are they after you?
I don't know for sure. I spoke out against the Aldmeri Dominion publicly. I suspect that's why these men were hired to hunt me down. Find me the moment the Alakir are taken care of.
I'm not sure I fully trust her or her version of events. Because I'm not sure how Whiterun is aligned. I don't think it's part of the Stormcloaks because there's no Stormcloaks soldiers here, but there's no Imperial presence really here either.
What? Why are you looking at me?
The thing is, Aldmeri are already in league with the Imperials. As we saw the opening cinematic, they were the Aldmeri High Elves talking with the General. So I don't know why they would send Alakir warriors specifically against this if they can already operate in this area. Why wouldn't they just do it themselves? Here's the ale.
Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this here healing potion. I, found it in the temple.
Purple healing potion, okay.
Sure, whatever.
There's the other concern. I mean, if you're escaping from what you think is certain death, you probably know exactly why you're being hunted. Not some vague, maybe I spoke against the Dominion.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale. Straight from the fields and orchards of Whiterun to your table.
I'm not sure it matters. Mikhail won't be bothering you anymore.
Really? You convinced that loot player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help.
150.
Remember, fresh fruit and...
I might as well talk to these people too. The old woman who wanted to talk to me in her house, and the prisoner. Hear their stories. They seem to be both proper quests.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avrelstein, put that down. She's here to help us find Thorald.
How do we know she's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here?
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So, you're here to help?
I'm not even sure what's going on.
My brother Thorald. He was fighting for the Stormcloaks and went missing. Everyone assumes he's dead. But he's not. I just know it. The Imperials captured him, and they're holding him someplace. The Battleborns know where. I'd go and search their house for proof, but they want me to. I'd be captured, and then we'll never know what happened to him. So I need someone to find that proof for me.
What sort of proof do you need?
Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive. I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard.
What do you think they're involved?
The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it. Best if you didn't mention to anyone that you saw me here.
Thorald's disappearance has left our family in shambles.
How can you be sure he's still alive?
He's my son. I feel it in my heart. Oh, you'd understand if you had children.
Why do you think the Battleborns are involved?
It's hardly a secret that they have ties to the Empire and hate anyone who speaks out against it. Thorald did worse. He took action against the Empire, and the Battleborns knew it. You take care of yourself now.
Okay. Need to talk to the guy in prison. Not sure if I'm gonna go after any one of these at the moment. There is some...
Greymane or Battleborn?
Battleborn, surely, because you're Battleborn.
Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment
Got a
I
map
laid eyes
marker
on
added too, and I don't know where. Okay, I think you know what really happened to Thorald Greymane.
He fought on the wrong side, and he paid for it. That's all I have to say. Long live the Empire.
Yep. That's nice, but... yeah, good luck figuring out what kind of a map marker just got added. Probably some kind of a conversation happening in the background. There is some benefit in doing even the shittier jobs. One, you don't really know if they're shitty jobs always until you do it. Two,
Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
yep, thanks. Two is that I think there's a sort of a... not all quests are immediately available, so there's a possibility that the game might be holding back on us until we do something of the lesser quests. The thing there is though that they would be holding back lesser quests, not proper ones, so I'm not sure if it's worthwhile. Okay, you don't want to talk?
What are you looking at?
I need to find Kematu.
You have a death wish then? If you know that name, you must know to meet him would be to meet your end. But it seems we both have needs, friend. Perhaps we can help each other out.
What is it that you need?
I have dishonored my brothers by being captured, and so they have left me here. My life with the Alakir is over now, but I have no wish to die in this god's forsaken land. If I can be released from prison, I may start over. See to that, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Why did they leave you here?
Because I was clumsy enough to be captured. Kematu always says, we're supposed to be the best of the best. I wasn't.
How much to pay for your fine?
100 gold will secure my release. You can afford that, can't you?
Yes.
I suppose you'd better hope you can, if you want the information. Get the money into the hands of one of these guards, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Mm-hmm.
Fear not. Come dragon or giant, we'll be ready.
I want to pay that prisoner's fine.
Done. Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it. You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
Come on. I don't have all day. Well, I have all day, but don't want to waste it on something like this. Let's talk about how we can help each other out.
You buy my way out of here, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Your fine has been paid.
Very well. Kematu is west of Whiterun. It's an unassuming little cave called Swindler's Den. You realize if you set foot in there, you're never coming back out. They'll kill you. But that's your problem, not mine. Guard! My fine's been paid, now set me free!
Kill Kematu. It's a carry weight situation. Not bad, but not great either. We still have too much crap. Be ending things here. Might eventually want to go after something instead of just wandering about trying to get some kind of random power somewhere. Want quests, quest change. And we need to get more soul gems. Ooh, might be able to get expert level alteration spells.
Royalty, and reshape this land which is mine. I do this for you, Red Legion.
12 tier. 12 tier would also buy the staves. Yes. Sounds like a plan. It's always easy to find. And we do need to do something about the carry weight.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope. So you wish to master the arcane arts?
Detect undead. Nearby dead can be seen through walls. Okay. Ebony flesh. Improves the caster's armor rating by 100 points for 60 seconds. Paralyzed. Targets that fail to resist are paralyzed for 10 seconds. Well, hello there, Mr. Paralyzed. And detect undead and ebony flesh. It's not too expensive for us, and at least covered to some extent. We can sell the Staff of Paralysis now. Hmm. Okay, we got more money out of him than I thought. Any spell tools we can sell? Here other lesser word. Muffled. Okay, it was a better visit than I thought. Detect undead. I suppose if we need to sneak around in dungeons, we know what we're getting into. Can detect vampires, things like that. Ebony flesh, just an upgrade. Paralyze the real deal.
All
I mean the real useful one. There's no level limit associated with this, so this would be a way to get alteration up. Telekinesis might be another, but telekinesis would be sort of a farming.
then.
Paralyze is something we could generally use on enemies, and we could test or develop our melee capabilities easily too. Maybe try backstabbing first, see if that isn't enough, hit paralysis, and then just beat the shit out of them. Things like that. Alternative ways of fighting. I'm mainly thinking about all this from the perspective that if we turn some of these skills to legendary, how can we recover quickly? If we farm skills, it'll be easy. So I'm not doing that really. How am I going to do it? I need something that is very expensive, high level, that we can basically throw away on a regular basis. I'm looking for collect. No, we don't want to really buy the training because we don't have ways to get the money back.
Enchanting services are one of the few things.
We don't really need to go back to the manor either. We could dump a few ingredients there, but that's about it. So I think I'll just end it there. Decide to what I want to go after. We're starting to see a decent list of quests at least. I think I'll do a few minor things, but I do want to start something bigger. Either join a guild or start one of the DLCs. Dawn Guard would be my preferred choice.
Touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Anti-vampire action. I basically want to get rid of the constant vampire attacks. Dragon. Elder Dragon. I don't think we can survive a breath attack. It's good. No. There's not enough space here, so it'll have to land constantly, which means then a melee summon creature would have its uses. I'm never going to be able to kill it this way. More Sagat. Exactly, want to see if I can tentacle dragon. It's going to land on the same place, it has no other option. Oh, that's wrong. Yeah. Want the dragon to land here, but why can't I use this fucking ability? And nothing's happening. So it doesn't work. Time 0. Yep. Not flying anywhere anymore. I don't get it. Why doesn't it work? Why can't I use it here? I don't see anything in the ability itself saying why I couldn't use it. Anywho, yeah. I'd have to get rid of the dragon parts, but that's easy to do. They're not that expensive and everyone is willing to buy them.